For some of you, your morning coffee is a fatal mistake. You believe it's a harmless ritual, a simple boost to start your day. But inside your body, a silent war is being waged, and that cup in your hand could be the trigger that doubles your risk of cardiovascular death. We've been told a story about coffee and blood pressure, but tonight we expose the shocking truth. We're going to dissect the evidence, molecule by molecule, to reveal whether your daily brew is a benign friend or a hidden assassin. Let's look at the initial attack. The moment that first sip hits your system, caffeine molecules race through your bloodstream. Their mission? To block adenosine receptors. This blockade triggers a system-wide alert, causing your blood vessels to constrict and tighten. Clinical trials are clear. Within hours, this cellular siege raises your systolic blood pressure by up to 2.4 points and your diastolic by 1.2. It's a small but measurable assault. For a brief period, your heart is working harder, pushing blood through a narrower system. This is the undisputed short-term effect, a temporary state of emergency declared inside your own arteries. But here's the twist in our investigation. Your body is an incredible adaptation machine. When faced with this daily caffeine assault, it doesn't just surrender. It learns. It builds tolerance. For the habitual coffee drinker, that morning spike becomes weaker, almost negligible. Your system stops overreacting. Cross-sectional studies show that regular drinkers, those having 4 or more cups a day, actually have a lower risk of hypertension, especially women. It seems the other compounds in coffee, like powerful polyphenols, begin to counteract the caffeine, creating a biological truce. The initial suspect, it turns out, might not be the long-term villain we thought it was. So, if habitual coffee isn't the primary driver of chronic high blood pressure, what is? It's time to unmask the real culprits. These aren't small-time players. They are the masterminds of hypertension. Let's compare. That tiny one, 2-point temporary bump from your morning coffee is nothing. A diet high in salt can slam your system with a sustained 5-10-point increase. Obesity can crush your arteries with a constant 10-20-point rise. Inactivity, smoking, excessive alcohol, these are the true enemies. They don't just visit for a few hours. They move in permanently, remodeling your cardiovascular system for failure. We've been chasing a decoy while these far greater threats have been hiding in plain sight. But we're not done with coffee, because while it may not be the mastermind, it can be a deadly accomplice. There is one scenario where coffee's danger becomes terrifyingly real. If your blood pressure is already in the severe hypertension range, over 160/100ths, your body's defenses are broken. The tolerance mechanism fails. In this state, drinking 2 or more cups of coffee a day isn't a minor event. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Research from the American Heart Association is chilling. It doubles your risk of dying from a cardiovascular event. In this specific, high-stakes context, coffee's acute effect is no longer a temporary spike, it's a potential death sentence. So, what is the final verdict on your morning coffee? For the vast majority of people, it is not the enemy. The small, transient rise in blood pressure is outmaneuvered by your body's own defense systems over time. The real investigation should not be focused on your coffee cup, but on your dinner plate, your weight, and your lifestyle. The true threat is not the caffeine itself, but the pre-existing condition of severe hypertension that turns a minor player into a lethal threat. The focus must shift from the trigger to the underlying disease. Your battle isn't against the coffee bean, it's against the factors that build the prison of chronic high blood pressure in the first place.